Let's get right into this. Y'all, I don't do a lot of political stuff on my channel, but this right here got got my head shaking. But mainstream media is upset. Why are they upset? Let's look at what the White House press secretary has to say about what's going on. Hold on just one moment. Y'all hit that like button. So this is coming from Jay Metatron Garcia's X page. Let's make this bigger and let's play it.
Get to ask questions of the President of the United States
Let me
in
play
these
it over
most
again.
intimate spaces. Not, as you all know, for decades, a group of DC based journalists, the White House Correspondents Association, has long dictated which journalists get to ask questions of the President of the United States in these most intimate spaces. Not anymore. I am proud to announce that we are going to give the power back to the people who read your papers, who watch your television shows, and who listen to your radio stations. Moving forward, the White House press pool will be determined by the White House press team. Legacy outlets who have participated in the press pool for decades will still be allowed to join, fear not, but we will also be offering the privilege to well-deserving outlets who have never been allowed to share in this awesome responsibility. Just like we added a new media seat in this briefing room, legacy media outlets who have been here for years will still participate in the pool, but new voices are going to be welcomed in as well. As part of these changes, we will continue the rotation amongst the 5 major television networks to ensure the president's remarks are heard far and wide around this world. We will add additional streaming services which reach different audiences than traditional cable and broadcast. This is the ever-changing landscape of the media in the United States today. We will continue to rotate a print pooler who has the great responsibility of quickly transcribing the president's remarks and disseminating them to the rest of the world. And we will add outlets to the print pool rotation who have long been denied the privilege to partake in this experience, but are committed to covering this White House beat. We will continue to rotate.
So basically, baby, those that have had the privilege of sitting in there, they're going to rotate out. So when she's talking about different media streams, I'm quite sure she's going to start looking at those that are on, I'm thinking that those that are on YouTube that cover the news and have opinion-based outlets to do that. For those that have blogs or series, even TikTokers or anything like that. So I am quite sure that these different those different types of outlets are what they're looking at to disseminate news. I would also see that Trump's Truth Network, any correspondence or anything like that from that particular network is going to be in there to be able to do that. So look, I see now why the AP and the New York Times and Washington Post and all of these people, I see why they are all upset. Because they are, they're having to now share their spaces. And from what I understand, they're going to be rotated out. But I'm going to let this video finish and then we're going to go to the AP article that discussed this. Hold on just one moment.
A radio pooler and add other radio hosts who have been denied access, especially local radio hosts who serve as the heartbeat of our country. And we will add additional outlets and reporters who are well suited to cover the news of the day and ask substantive questions of the President of the United States, depending on the news he is making on that given day.
Interesting. I can't be mad at it. I think, so now you're going to have local reporters that are going to be able to go to the White House and cover White House stories. Interesting. What do you all think about that? Let me share my screen for this AP article. I'm going to go over and read with you, and that's going to be it for this particular story because this is interesting. Let me make sure it's being shown because, all right. This is written by the AP. The White House says it will determine which news outlets cover Trump, rotating traditional ones. And this is written by Lori Kelman. It says the White House said Tuesday that its officials will determine which news outlets can regularly cover President Donald Trump up close, a sharp break from a century of tradition in which a pool of independently chosen news organizations go where the chief executive does and hold him accountable on behalf of the regular Americans. The move, coupled with the government's argument this week in a federal lawsuit over access filed by the Associated Press, represented an unprecedented seizing of control over coverage of the American presidency by any administration. Free speech advocates express alarm over what this could mean for democracy. And three wire services that reach billions of people around the world said Wednesday that the change would harm the dissemination of reliable information about the nation's chief executive. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt said the changes would rotate traditional outlets from the group and include some streaming services. Leavitt cast the change as a modernization of the press pool, saying that the move would be more inclusive and restore access back to the American people who elected Trump. But media experts said the move raised troubling First Amendment issues because the president is choosing who covers him. The White House press team in this administration will determine who gets to enjoy the very privileged and limited access in space such as Air Force One and the Oval Office, Leavitt said at the daily briefing. She added, at another point, a select group of DC-based journalists should no longer have a monopoly of press access to the White House. Leavitt said the White House will, quote, double down on its decision to bar the AP from many presidential events, a departure from the time-tested and sometimes contentious practice for more than a century of a pool of journalists from every platform sharing the president's words and activities with news outlets and congressional office that can attend the closed quarter events. Traditionally, the members of the pool decide who goes in small spaces such as the Oval Office and the Air Force One. And it's quoted that she said that it's beyond time that the White House press operation reflect the media habits of the American people in 2025, not 1925. Baby, they are saying that they are getting stuff done in these first 100 days, and they are getting stuff done in these first 100 days, which is a quick departure from what they did at their first presidency. So we're going to see. They said that they are about to shake things up. Let them shake things up. This is what that's what the American people voted for them to shake stuff up, good, bad, or indifferent. So let's see what they're getting ready to do. All right, people. We do this every week. What do y'all think about this? What do you all think about the rotation of outlets in here, particularly local outlets, particularly probably streaming services, particularly probably YouTube services, TikTok services, Twitter services? What do you all think about all of this? Y'all let me know down in the comments. All right, people. We do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Again, what do y'all think about the shakeup going on in the White House with the White House press secretary, with the White House press pool? Y'all let me know. Bye-bye. I'm giggling. I'm giggling, not ha funny, but ha. If there's going to be this type of shakeup, I'm more interested in that's one thing over there. But you know what I'm interested more also in? I'm looking at now that you should allow for outlets to record federal courts. They should be able to see those things. I want the press to be able to have that so that those things could be covered. And I'd love for a lot of courthouses across this nation to record their criminal and civil proceedings. Bye-bye.